Dr. Judy Morgan went on the Culture Apothecary with Alexa Clarke and said this: I want to break down exactly what happened there because it's important, it's deliberate, and it has real consequences for pets and the people who love them. Judy Morgan is a veterinarian with a large social media following and significant reach into the pet owner community. I'm not here to dismiss her platform or pretend like she doesn't exist. She has influence, and that's precisely why this matters. She also runs continuing education summits, specifically targeting veterinarians. She gets them race accredited, which means they carry official CE credit. So this isn't just about what pet owners on Instagram or TikTok are consuming. This is about what practicing veterinarians are being taught by someone with a direct financial interest in the conclusions that teaching reaches. Let's go back to that quote. We had an informant on the inside and he dies mysteriously, making a shocked face. That's an accusation of corporate homicide, stated plainly. But notice what she does not say. She doesn't say that Purina killed him. She said he dies mysteriously and then asked you to draw the conclusion yourself. That's not an accident. That's a technique, a consciousness. You cannot litigate a tell me. The accusation is planted, the plausible deniability is maintained, and the audience does the rest of the work. This is not how scientific communicators operate. This is how conspiracy theorists operate, and there's an important difference. To understand why this matters beyond one podcast appearance, you have to look at the full architecture of what she's built. A large social media following that reaches pet owners directly with this content. A raw feeding summit marketing as continuing education to veterinarians carrying race accreditation. Courses sold to both pets and veterinarians. Supplement lines, recipes, books, brand partnership with financial incentive tied to specific feeding recommendations. And running through all of it, a consistent message. Don't trust the FDA. Do not trust validated laboratories. Don't trust other vets. She's very quick to drag other vets through the mud. Don't trust nutritionists. Don't trust validated laboratories. Do not trust conventional veterinary medicine. Don't trust vaccines. Don't trust flea and tick preventatives. Don't trust anybody except for her. This is not a wellness brand. This is a closed information loop where every credible external authority has been preemptively discredited, and she's the only remaining source. I have watched this pattern for years, and I want to name it directly. The accusations tend to escalate in proximity to something new launching, a course, a supplement, a partnership. The more extreme the claim, the more it drives traffic, fear, and ultimately sales to the one person positioned as the alternative to the corrupt system she is describing. Going on a major platform with a large conservative Maha following and turning up the volume on all of it, including a murder accusation, right now is worth examining in that context. Is this for the betterment of pets, or is it a growth strategy dressed up as advocacy? In our current political climate, we need less of this kind of drama. We need to unify the country. And now here is what I need you to pay close attention to, because it's what's documented in public. She tells the audience not to trust the FDA. The FDA is corrupt. The FDA is ignoring euthanized pets and pet food. The FDA cannot be believed. Yet, Steve's Real Pet Food, a brand she's partnered with and has multiple FDA recalls on record. Salmonella contamination in 2013 and 2018. This patch mark, the FDA had to issue a public advisory because they had recalled 8 products for critically low or absent levels of thiamine, a nutrient essential for feline neurologic function. The FDA had to step in. The company had not provided evidence, and the remaining lots were removed from the shelf. The FDA that she tells you not to trust is the same agency documenting harm from the brands she profits from promoting. That's not conspiracy theory. That's a public record. I also want to be precise here, because I think precision matters and in what separates this conversation from the one I'm critiquing. And sadly, As a veterinary nutritionist, my job is evidence. My job is to allow the data to go where it goes, even when it's inconvenient for me, even when it costs me followers, even when it's easier to just let it go. I don't want to have to talk about a fellow veterinary professional like this, but I can't let this go. Because a veterinarian with race-accredited CE, a large social media following, and a supplement line just accuse a major corporation of murder on a public podcast to drive traffic and sell products. And pets are in homes with owners who are now more afraid, more confused, less likely to trust the actual science that keeps the animal healthy, and is going to be driving our country in opposite directions. This has consequences. As an industry, it's time we said so.